Hey, folks, I've got some breaking news. Today is Ronald Reagan's 113th birthday. He was born on February 6, 1911, thereby making 1911 one of the greatest all-time years in American history, because Reagan was one of our greatest presidents. He reversed America's declining economy and stature around the world. He restored the idea of freedom. You could say he was the first Make America Great president in nearly a century. Take a listen to this.
Freedom is a fragile thing, and it's never more than one generation away from extinction.
All right, there you have it. Freedom, a fragile thing. Anyway, there's way too much you can write and talk about praising Ronald Reagan, but let me throw out a few historic snippets in honor of today, his birthday. Reagan's foreign policy aimed squarely at defeating Soviet communism, and he succeeded. Peace through strength. We win, they lose. Tear down this wall. Reagan wouldn't even talk to Soviet leaders in his first term because of their bad behavior, and many of them were dying off anyway. In his second term, he did meet with Gorbachev, basically said he'd never give up so-called Star Wars technology that protected us against Soviet or other enemy missiles. The liberal media laughed at Star Wars, but today it's an absolute cornerstone of our national security. On his radio program, he once warmed up by saying, "We will bomb Moscow in 15 seconds. And of course, he said, "Just kidding." Was he? Well, the communists were afraid of him. And Reagan understood the integration of economic and national security policies. Reagan slashed taxes and deregulated the industry while working with Paul Volcker to slay double-digit inflation. He reawakened the supply side of the economy, rescued the faltering dollar, and showed how strong growth and a stable currency were able to bring down skyrocketing prices and boost middle-class wages. While Reagan's rejuvenated economy was growing better than 5% throughout the 80s, at one point the recovery from Jimmy Carter's recession was running about 12%. The Soviet Union's Gorbachev realized he could never match America's production of either defense or civilian goods. And if Gorbachev tried to bluff, Reagan wouldn't let him, so the Soviets folded. Essentially, not a shot was fired. Strong at home, strong abroad. A big Reagan lesson. Reagan tried to drain the Washington, D.C. swamp. He wasn't always successful, but the Eastern establishment and the elites didn't like him one bit. Listen to this one.
9 most terrifying words in the English language are, "I'm from the government and I'm here to help."
Sound familiar? Working folks flocked into the Reagan-led Republican Party. Here's a guy who not only whipped the Sovs, but filled their lunch pails to overflowing. Now, I was an associate director of Mr. Reagan's OMB during his first term. I loved it. There was some limited face time with a couple of cabinet presentations to him, then sitting along the back wall at some other cabinet meetings. The Gipper gave me a little medal when I said goodbye to him in the Oval. One thing above all, he taught me about optimism. America is the greatest country in the history of history. And when it occasionally seems broken, it can get fixed very fast with the right principles and the right policies. So I say happy birthday, Mr. President Reagan.